Mr. Ajit Pawar is no more with us. Poor visibility or weather conditions or unstabilized approach.
It's a very, very sad day. We're looking at the images and they're very, very shocking.
Very sad incident. May God bless the souls of departed pilot and passengers. Mr. Ajit Pawar is no more with us, and it is a very, very sad day for all of us. The cause of the accident can only be known after the investigation is completed. As per the initial briefing that we have in public domain, it appears that the aircraft had made an approach to land and thereafter it had gone round. Gone round means it had aborted the landing and gone round in the first attempt of its landing. There is no clear evidence whether this go round was done because of no contact with the runway or because of poor visibility or weather conditions or unstabilized approach. We do not have any details on that, but the first approach was carried out as a missed go round. And thereafter, this aircraft was on a second approach when it met with this accident. Reported visibility was marginal. Marginal in the sense that it was neither very good nor bad. It wasn't so bad that it should call for a diversion, but it wasn't something which we can call a pure visual flight conditions to be like clear skies. Airfield Baramati does not have instrument landing system to the best of my knowledge. That means if there is a poor visibility condition, then the pilot and the aircraft have to actually navigate through in absolute eye contact with the runway. And if the visibility is down, there is very little help that it comes from the instruments. Pilot Sumit Kapoor was a very experienced pilot. I have had the opportunity of serving with him in Sahara way back about 2 decades back. Experienced pilot, very gentle soul. I don't know what was the condition at that point of time in the cockpit. Whether bad weather was coupled with some technical fault, and that aggravated the situation so that the aircraft could not be controlled on approach. It is something that needs to be investigated. And Learjet, as such, aircraft which is a mid-size small jet, actually mid-range small jet aircraft. I'm at loss to say why it happened, and I would not like to conjecture anything on this. See, the runway. I know Baramati Airport is a small field runway, but it is sufficient for Learjet to land. I don't think that the runway of Baramati would contribute to this crash because, well, they never came on the runway for this. The crash happened before or outside the runway. So it's not the runway, yes. If the runway was equipped with ILS or other instrument systems that would guide the pilot properly during marginal visibility conditions, yes, this could have been avoided. If it is something that is related to the visibility and weather conditions. We don't have sufficient report to actually come to any kind of a conclusion that was there a technical defect or not. It is a jet aircraft. It has crashed and there is no survivors. So the first thing in any kind of a crash or an accident is to look for survivors and try to save them. That obviously stage is past. Now it looks like the CVR and FDR will be recovered from the wreckage and it will go for forensic evidence collection from them. The DGCA by now would have already taken in their possession all the technical documents that pertains to this aircraft at Mumbai or wherever the technical documents are stored for this aircraft, so that they will see if there was any deficiency in the aircraft at the time of dispatch, which wasn't either disclosed or disclosed to the pilot. Generally, for such high VIP flights, aircraft technical clearances are also considered to be very important. I would like to say that, we would have to wait for the technical findings to come up and some kind of a statement from the DGCA as to what is the preliminary reason for this particular sad accident.
First of all, it's a very sad day. Ironically, I'm just 10 kilometers from the crash site. I am in Baramati district itself. Okay, I live here, and it's a very, very sad day. Baramati airport is a very well, equipped airport. It has, flight schools, etc. The Learjet 45 is an extremely safe aircraft. Bombardier produces it, mid-sized business jet, and like I've said, the pilots who fly, the chief minister, deputy chief minister, etc., cabinet ministers, are highly qualified pilots. So it's a bright, sunny day, as you can see outside. There's really no reason for us to understand why this could have happened. So it's obviously got to be something technical, and it's something that the DGCA will probably look into and give us results. We don't really know. I have read the occurrence report, and it just says crash landed at Baramati with for four other personnel on board as it was landing. So nobody appears to have survived the crash. We're looking at the images, and they're very, very shocking. They're very shocking. Very sad day for Maharashtra, for Baramati and Pune and India. Yeah. Baramati has been an upgraded airport, runs two flying schools, I think Redbird and Carver Aviation, and this goes back 20 years. So I've been to Baramati Airport a number of times. It is not a rural small airport. It's a very, very, it's got number of pilot students who fly there. Though we've had accidents there 10, 15 years ago, and one with one of the academies recent. It's not an airport that's out of the ordinary, that does not have landing aids, etc. So I can only surmise that there's something went wrong just at around the point of landing or just before, and it's veered off course, or fallen off the runway, or whatever the actual situation is. I'm not sure that it actually made it to the runway. From the images that I see, that's what I can surmise. What they will do is, their investigators must be on the way to the scene already. They will try and recover the black box of the aircraft and cordon off. I mean, as you can see from pictures that we are getting from there, the people who've all surrounded the aircraft and the debris, and this is not the most ideal scene. I just hope they sanitize that area and ensure that nobody tampers with or tries to pick some of the evidence. That will be crucial in the AIB looking at the accident case, and that's something that we'll have to wait for. We will get a press release, I'm sure, from the DGCA and the AIB very shortly. Their investigators also will fly into Baramati for this. So let's wait and watch, ma'am. I would rather not speculate at this time. I'd like to see what will happen. They'll collect the evidence. They will decode the black box, and then they'll be able to say what had happened. I'm not even sure if the pilot issued a mayday call or it just occurred in a flash. There is no telling. We had a crash last June and we still do not have, within 30 days, they're supposed to release a preliminary information. They will come out with a preliminary report within 30 days from the accident or from the AIB taking up the case, but it's still some time away. So, it's not going to be easy to find out. There's obviously going to be a press conference or a press release by the DGCA and then the AIB. So let's just wait for that.